Vandanam, Namaskar, and welcome to TeenTalk, hosted by Spring Nectar TV. I am your host, Ishaan Venkatraman. The vaccines are out. Hope you all are getting your vaccines. Stay safe and healthy. For today's show, we'll be bringing in one of our own TeenTalk hosts, Kevin Savari. Welcome to the show, Kevin. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm great, Kevin. Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
I'm in high school, towards the end of it, of course. I'm a senior right now. I'm going to college next year.
So you're a senior right now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that probably means, applications and college applications.
Yeah.
How's the college application process?
So this year it's been a little different because of COVID. We're all home, so we ask each other for help instead of like counselors, and they're pretty busy right now too. And this whole year we've just been going at applications and then results. Yeah.
What colleges would you like to get into? Did you get letters of recommendation from any of the colleges or anything like that?
So right now I'm just looking at going to just anywhere in California. I'm not really picky about it. In my opinion, you're gonna get the same education everywhere. So I'm just looking for the best I can do right now.
What would you want to become when you grow up, or what's your major, or what do you want to major in?
So I'm trying to major in engineering, specifically mechanical engineering, and I'm gonna go into automotive industry because from a very young age I've been into cars. I just love the time and effort that goes into making each one of them, and I just love everything about them. So
great, Kevin. Besides school, what other activities do you engage in outside of school?
So let's start young. So from a young age, I've been into dance. I've been into music, so those are the main things I've going for. Little school programs, and I've even danced at my cousins' weddings and stuff. It's fun always, I gather up my group of cousins that I have, and I'm just come on guys, we gotta do this, and I've choreographed dance before. Yeah, and music, right now I'm doing Carnatic music, and my junior recital is coming up too, so look forward to that.
For sure, Kevin. How's your junior recital going?
So that was pretty hard this year too. So usually it's about a year training, and it's hard training. You go stay at the teacher's house, you keep practicing, do more and more and stuff. Summer, yeah, we kind of squeezed it in as I went in person every day. It was hard too, but we're getting there, yeah.
Okay, tell me about how you got interested into music and who inspired you, or who is your inspiration, to say?
Okay, so some of my cousins, though, we're all basically into music, and we used to sing and record some random songs on our Nokia phones from back in the day, and that was always fun. And they even tried auditioning for Super Singer, and some of them got in, some didn't, but that actually got me into the singing mood. And when I moved here, that actually helped me a lot. So
wow,
yeah.
Very nice.
Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you.
Your cousins may be very good. So, Kevin, you mentioned you do dancing. Have you performed anywhere? Can you tell me some of the places you've performed, or what you've done through your music, with music and dance?
Okay, so dance, I haven't really gone deeply into dance yet, but I'm hoping I get there someday. But so far I've done cultural programs just almost all around Orange County and stuff, And ever since I was young, like I said, school programs all the time. Dance competitions, dance shows, and of course my cousins' weddings. I've even danced at my own first Holy Communion, which was fun, yeah.
That's very great to hear, Kevin. Do you play any sports or any other activities?
No, I don't actually play sports. I used to play volleyball, and then things kind of happened. I just never went back into it. But I'm really into cars, and I go to car shows every week. I hang out with people who are into cars, and my friend, she actually recommended me to one of her cousins. He actually owns a supercharging shop. He owns that company, so he's talking about giving me an internship there, so I'm excited for that.
Do you have a favorite car?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it changes from every day, but I like almost every car, like from economy cars to like supercar, hypercars. I love everything, yeah.
That's very cool, Kevin. Earlier you mentioned that you were really into the automobile field. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so there's some things I've always wanted to achieve in the automotive industry. Like, so for example, one main thing I want to do is one day be able to open up my own car company, basically. Like, I want to be able to design and make cars for like general population to be able to afford. I have a couple like racing industries that I want to get into, like rally racing or like NASCAR or something like that, one day. Yeah.
Do you see yourself as a racer yourself or more of a person who builds cars?
No, I want to be able to do both. I want to be able to work on my car. At the same time, I want to be able to race that car, It's like something I put my effort into and something I'm going to be able to finally do, like I want to enjoy it, yeah.
Very nice, Kevin. I heard that you sing as well and sing and dance. What shows and what events have you sung and danced at?
For dancing, since I was young, I've been doing these, like school programs, wedding receptions. Yeah, so singing, my teacher is Dr. Muralikrishnan. So she's your teacher too, so
yeah,
you know
I
her,
know
of course.
For sure.
So I've done a lot of like stage programs with her. So one main thing I would like to say is I've performed at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. You have, of course, too.
Yeah, I have too. I remember we were there together.
Yeah. So that was fun. That was pretty fun, It was. So I've done a lot of shows with her.
Rose auntie, she's my teacher as well.
Yeah.
I also done my junior recital with the Rose auntie.
Yeah.
And I know that you're doing your junior recital
right.
as well. What's your hardships? What are you going through during performing at?
Junior recital is basically a mini arangetram kind of thing, and you're performing for an hour. You're solo. And you're giving it your all, And so usually it's a year of like full training, full blast training. It's hard work, yeah.
Yeah, I've gone through it myself. And there are many hardships that you face. At least personally, I've faced during my junior recital time. Is there anything that you faced, anything like that?
So one thing I'm facing right now is COVID. It's I know it's like this is like a small problem to everyone else, but for me, this is my big problem that it's kind of getting harder every day, but we're getting through it. COVID's coming almost to an end, but yeah.
You mentioned COVID, so my junior recital was 1 year long, but yours is now 2 years long. So how are you coping with that? How are you practicing and coping with that situation?
It's definitely harder to like keep practicing, keep remembering everything, but I think at the end of the day, it's just more practice for me, more experience for me, but I'm getting through it. We're practicing almost like 2 or 3 times a week now. It used to be every day, just rigorous practice. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know you've gone through it all.
Yeah, I know.
So
Are you excited about it?
I'm very excited about it. I'm also scared at the same time, but I gotta get through it.
Yeah. Do you have any other passions besides singing, dancing? Any hobbies that you engage in? Wow, very nice.
And driving, that I always do. Like I'm always driving now. I got my license like about a year ago, and ever since then I don't even let my dad drive in the car when we're going together. It's just me driving now. And they're all enjoying it. And I'm basically the driver of the house. And another thing I do is I love to cook, which is a good thing for my mom. I'm always like going out buying something, and I'm just trying to put something together. I don't go by recipes or anything. I just try to put something together.
So you mentioned cooking. Wow. I cook as well. What recipes do you cook, or what do you cook generally?
I need a main ingredient, and I just build everything around it. So
Have your parents and your family tasted your cooking before?
Yeah, some dishes they don't go with very well. They hate it, but most of them they really love it. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit more about your family and who's in your family and how you engage with them?
So it's basically my mom, dad, me, and my sister. So I moved here about 7 years ago because my dad got a job here. He moved here a year prior. Ever since I was born, I've moved about 6 or 7 times now. So from each city to city because of my dad's job. And it's really taught me an experience because everywhere I go, I have to meet new people, make new friends. And it's usually I stay there for a year or two and then I just move again. Which then I lose those friends and I have to make new ones again and again. And I finally moved here 7 years ago. And one bad thing that was I finished until 6th grade there. And when I came here, they made me do 6th grade again because I was too young. So I had to like make new friends again, get used to the whole school system here, and get used to America itself. Yeah. And then finally high school came around. Everyone from my middle school went to a high school, and I went to a different one. So again, reset my life, and I had to make new friends again, meet new people. Yeah.
I can imagine that you have very different friend groups every single time you move.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things you do with these friends, and how have you coped with that?
So it's definitely different, like seeing new people and their new personalities. You have to like get used to that, and you have to be compatible with them for you to like actually be able to hang out with them and stuff. So now we just kind of hang around all the time. We just go to each other's house, go places, eat and stuff like that.
From hearing this, I feel like you've moved a lot and you've met very different people. And what I can tell from this is that you're a very social person and can really interact with many different people in many different situations. So tell me a little bit more about your personality towards that.
So I'm usually an introvert. I don't like go see new people, but at the same time, at some situations I'm just forced to go to it. So that's also taught me like the good people, and I can tell like who's good, who's bad nowadays, and you can't really fool me easily. So yeah, that's easy going for me now.
Cool. I mean, you mentioned you had a sister. I mean, and I wish I had a sibling. I'm an only child right now. Tell me a little bit more about your sister and your family.
So my sister, she's 14 years old now, and we get along sometimes, but most of the time we're always fighting. That's why I'm telling you, you don't want one.
That's the trouble that I don't have.
You see, you get everything. For me, it's like I have to share with everything with her.
Yeah.
And I like it. I love it, but at the same time, it's double-edged sword. I hate it, but I love it.
That's cool. So, you're in college right now, and college applications are.
I'm going to college now.
You're going to college.
Yeah.
You're going to college right now, and your, college applications might take most of your time. So, how is the college application process? What's the toll it's taking on you right now? How hard is it?
Right. So it's definitely stressful. You're always like anxious about whether you're gonna get into this college or not. What are you gonna do with your life after this? It's like a new like chapter of your life. So. Yeah, I've been applying to colleges since like September, and now results are coming in. I'm usually trying to stay inside like California, and
do you have any specific colleges that you're like planning to get into or want to get into?
So I have some favorites, but really I'm just trying to get into whatever's good for me,
That's very nice, Kevin. So you mentioned college application. What advice would you give to people, maybe juniors, sophomores, or maybe many kids in high school who are going through this process and trying to figure out what they want to do in life?
Yeah, definitely. So I would say work now, enjoy later. It sounds kind of cheesy, but I didn't do that. I was always like the go enjoy first and then work later, but I learned that the hard way, but now I'm coping up with it good. And yeah, just enjoy your high school experience, because once you're gone from it, I don't know, you're just gonna miss it. Like middle school, I miss middle school now. I wish I could go back to 6th grade. Yeah, it was always fun.
All right, teens, listen to that. So, how was the education system compared to India and here? Do you like it here better, or do you like it there better? What do you think?
So I don't know if I like either one better, but it's definitely like vastly different. Like in India, you're supposed to like study, you're supposed to know everything, but here it's more like practical. Practical. You have to use your brain to think about things, and like you can go at it. You can get an answer to a question from different ways, but in India, I think it's one way, and I don't know if I like it better or worse. You know, it's an experience.
Okay. You also said you had to learn different languages. You know, how did you manage to cope learning these different languages, and what languages did you learn?
So I didn't learn very many languages, but right now I can probably like understand some languages, like South Indian languages. I definitely speak Tamil fluently.
I speak Tamil too.
Right, and English, I think I'm fluent at it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I did 4 years in Spanish, and I recently got my biliteracy. They call it State Seal of Biliteracy. It's certifying you that you can speak both languages. So.
Yeah, I'm working towards the biliteracy seal too in Spanish.
Cool.
You mentioned you did Spanish
right.
4 years, right? No, this is my 3rd year in Spanish.
That's cool.
So, what other languages? How many languages do you know right now?
I just these 3, and I can just understand a few South Indian languages. So I'm working with that.
That's very good. I know you spoke more about the difference between the school in India and schools here. So, how's your school life here?
So academically, it was kind of hard in the beginning, but as I went through it, like years. Like year 2 or 3, I got used to it, and I kind of adapted to this school system. And in high school, from the beginning, I've been doing this like program called the Early College Program, which is basically me taking college classes during high school, like as my like regular classes, and which basically got me like it's gonna get me all my GE requirements done when I'm done with high school. So when I go to college, I'll go in as a 3rd year college student, not a 1st year. So. I thought that was pretty cool, and in addition to that, I've been doing STEM. I have a club at school. I'm a vice president of the Beckman Car Enthusiast Club. So, yeah, that's basically kind of my school life.
Vice president of the club, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's very nice. Tell me a little bit more about the club.
So definitely, so the club we're running is run by me and my couple of my other friends. So we share the same passion for cars. And what we hope to achieve is get more people interested in this car community and connect people with other people. They can get future opportunities from them.
For sure.
And so how we engage in this club is basically we meet once a week and we just do like fun car activities. So we go to car shows, we've been to like K1 Speed, stuff like that. And we get together, watch car races. More like us enjoying our time with the same passion. So
wow, Kevin, very nice. I may not know much about cars, but I'm pretty sure some of our audience here will be really interested in that topic and will benefit from what you've spoken.
Yeah, I hope so.
Share the information
definitely.
with us.
All right, go and say your full name.
Kevin Savari Mutu.
My name's Luigi. Your driver for this Lamborghini Huracan. We're doing 2 left today, correct?
Yes.
You have any questions so far? You ready?
No, I'm excited.
Cool. Go. So this one is the 580 version. So it's the two-wheel drive version. So
okay.
It's not. They detuned it. It's supposed to have 610. That's the all-wheel drive. So 580 is still the same motor. V10 naturally aspirated. So it's still pretty fast, man.
Okay.
You'll feel it out there. Ready?
Yep.
natural aspirated V10. No turbos, no superchargers.
Yeah.
But look it up, man. They do sound sick when they're twin turbo. I'm sure you've seen them around YouTube.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. This is my first time in one though.
Yeah, I can't wait to drive one with twin turbos, man. That would be sick. But we'll never have one here.
Okay.
Have to drive it somewhere else. You have any questions for me, my man?
No. This was awesome.
Alright, so this one here, number 16. Let me know. My name's Luigi if you have any more questions, okay?
Yeah.
Very nice. So how do you spend time with your family and your friends? Like, how do you balance your family with your friends? Like, do you do anything to balance?
Definitely. So once you start getting like being home too much, family, you start getting like sick of them. So what I do is just like I spend my time differently. Like family time is important. I like my family, but at the same time, I need to go outside and like talk to other people too. I need fresh faces.
You said fresh faces. What do you mean by fresh faces?
It's just like meeting new friends and stuff, you know? Like, I don't know about you, but it just kind of gets hard at times. And like,
I feel
want
like,
something new.
A teen has to be a person who goes like, they spend time with their family, but they also have their friends circle as well.
You definitely need like 2 lives, basically.
That's nice. Did you go anywhere to spring break? Who did you spend your time with during spring break?
Yeah, so I spent most of my time with family. And we went up to like Lake Tahoe and like stuff like that, and we went to like all like national parks and stuff. And so it was like a 3-day road trip, which I didn't let my dad drive. I drove all myself, and which I enjoyed.
I figured that out.
Yeah. So it was pretty fun. So it was just quality time with family.
Yeah. So you mentioned national parks. So here in California, there's many national parks and many places you can visit that are really beautiful. So is there any places that you visited that you really liked, or any places that you think our audience can visit, or anything like that?
See, I don't really have a favorite like place I want to visit. It's just that I enjoy nature. Like I enjoy the beauty of it. Like snow's falling, like if snow is fun.
Okay, now we will be taking Kevin into a rapid fire round. Kevin, I will be asking you a series of questions and you have to answer to them fast and quickly.
Alright, sounds good.
Ready, Kevin?
You had that the whole time?
Yup. Okay, so what is your favorite color?
Blue.
And your favorite dance style?
Good to dance.
What about your favorite food?
Indian food, any type.
Favorite person?
I don't really have one.
Who is your inspiration?
Elon Musk, I have to say.
What about your favorite car?
Tesla.
Your favorite singer?
Sri Sriram.
And lastly, your favorite place?
Home.
Good.
And my bed.
Passed the test. I really enjoyed learning about one of our own Teen Talk hosts, Kevin Savari. And I hope you all did too. Keep watching Teen Talk, hosted by Spring Nectar TV. I am your host, Ishaan Venkatraman. Until next time, ciao.